see how that affects me in the fight. I feel like it's going to be a blessing.
What can the fans expect from you come Saturday?
Well, as far as I go, I'm going to bring it. From the beginning, I'm going to be looking for the finish. I'm going to have a high-paced fight. And as far as Frankie, I think he always brings it as well. So we've got two skilled guys, two guys that are going to go for the kill, and I think it's going to be fireworks.
Do you see any weaknesses you think we can exploit?
I would say he's got a lot of weaknesses, but he definitely has been rocked in fights before. He's done a good job of recovering in the past, and he keeps a real high pace. But I think my style is good for him. We're a little bit smaller than he is. They're just as fast, if not faster, and I've got a good grappling game as well, and a good stand-up game. So I'm looking for any opportunity to capitalize, and if I can catch him with a big punch, I will. If I can catch him with a submission, I will. And I can definitely keep his pace.
In the future, would a move to bantamweight to fight Dominick Cruz on his comeback be something you'd be interested in?
Definitely. I did enjoy being able to eat a ton this camp, and it was nice for a change. But I'll make that cut to beat up the right guy.
Urijah, this event is being seen or being dubbed by a few observers that's the biggest fighting event since Thrilla in Manila. How does it feel to be part of this?
Feels amazing, and especially being here in the Philippines, and this is my third time here, and every time everybody's been so excited and so welcoming, and just happy people here, man. I enjoy that, and I look forward to being part of something that's going down in history, something that's part of a long fight history, and I'm excited to be that the guy that kicks it off.
What are your plans after? Will you be staying up on 145?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna hopefully be a #1 contender at both weights, and kind of take the best opportunities from there. And I plan on doing big fights. I'm not gonna be fighting forever, so these next few years are really gonna count, and I'm excited to have the ability, the willingness, and the opportunity to fight at multiple weight classes and be one of the top fighters at multiple weight classes.
What's your prediction for the McGregor-Aldo fight, and how do you think it's going to go?
Man, it's going to be a good fight. I think, Conor's got that real power, and Aldo has power as well. We're still yet to see Conor's, full game tested. I don't think he's fought another guy that truly, really believes in himself like Aldo does. There's no doubt that he has skill, and Aldo has a lot of skill, so it's going to come down to, who's the better fighter that night. In my opinion, Aldo's got the more well-rounded game, but again, we haven't seen Conor on the ground too much, and we haven't seen him, deal with someone who's a master kicker, someone that can really hammer kicks and knees and stuff like that, like Aldo either. So, I'm going with Aldo.
Would a future fight in Dublin against Conor be something you might be interested in?
Yeah, there's been a little stirred up tension about that fight, and I would love to do that. It seems like I want the fights that are big and have a lot of meaning. So I'd love to go over there to Ireland.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, it would be a good one.
Urijah, you were rooting for Manny Pacquiao the last time out. So, what were your thoughts of the fight? Was it really that boring, as some fans suggested?
I didn't think the fight was boring at all. I will admit that fans are very spoiled nowadays because mixed martial arts is such an exciting sport. There's so many different ways to win, and there's a lot less to gain monetarily in some of these bigger fights, but a lot more pride, I feel like, on the line a lot of times. So I was impressed with both Manny and Floyd's performance. I don't think it was a boring fight, in my opinion. We're seeing two of the best guys in the history of the sport that are pretty evenly matched go at it. So I enjoyed the fight myself.
Good. Last question. Going back at the 135, since TJ is injured, do you think they need to set a interim belt for the meantime?
No, I think TJ is scheduled again to fight. He's been in practice. He hasn't been sparring 100%, live, which is hard for him because that guy loves to spar live. He's a wild man, but he's been training quite a bit. He's been, hitting mitts, and he's been working out and doing everything else he needs to do. So he's ready to rock. Yeah.
Hi, one question. What can you say about the growth of the fight scene here in the Philippines? Was it as big as you expected, coming here again? You think it's been growing? You said you've been here for, this is your third time here. So, what is it? How's this experience been different?
It seems to be, I've been here 3 times, and every single time people are really excited about the sport. The Balls channel is constantly throwing out fights so people understand the sport and they have their favorites, and you have representatives in the Philippines, like a guy like Mark Munoz. So I feel like it's going to continue to grow here, especially with this first monumental live event, and I've been impressed with it, and I look forward to the future.
You've got Team Alpha Male now, representatives of Japan. Would you consider maybe Team Alpha Male Philippines?
Yeah, the way that kind of works is when folks come over and train with us and make it a consistent thing, they become part of the team in some shape or form. And we have some great guys out in Japan, and we'd love to have some Filipino fighters come out.
In line with that question, there's an added emphasis for Alpha Male on striking. What's the difference between Martin Kampmann's style compared to Dwayne Lodring's style?
Martin isn't. Neither Martin or Dwayne were hired as striking coaches. They were hired as MMA coaches. So I feel like, there hasn't been a whole lot of difference. We run the classes 2 days a week, but Martin hasn't been the main striking coach. So we've had guys stepping in. We have our boxing coaches. We have a lot of different coaches. They both did a great job. Both are mixed martial artists. So we have a lot of coaches at our team, probably about 6 or 7 coaches that help out.
Are you planning to stay at featherweight, win or lose, and would Chad Mendes being there affect your decision in any way?
I'm never going to fight Chad Mendes. I mean, I would find that I don't think that would happen. No, my decision will be purely on my opportunities and what I feel like doing. That's kind of how I roll. And being able to fight at both weights is nice. I like that. But we'll just see what opportunity comes up next, and I'll make that decision then. But I'm willing to fight it either way.
Thanks, Uriah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.